Pullen Park was founded in 1887 by Richard Stanhope Pullen. What was originally once farmland that was conceived to be rocky and inadequate was donated to the city of Raleigh to repurpose it for recreational use. The park became the first public park in North Carolina. Beginning with the landscape, they added trees, bridges, and paths to make it more accessible and aesthetically pleasing. They did all this before adding train, carousel, and the current facilities and amenities they offer today. Because of the addition of the carousel, this park is considered the 14th oldest amusement park in the world and the 5th oldest in the United States. Okay, so I'm here at Pullen Park here off Western Boulevard and Ash Boulevard. Behind me, we have swing sets. Some of the inherent risks for swing sets are young children swinging that could fall off and injure themselves. There are not any holders, but there are some fences to prevent children from running and swinging. Okay, so now we've moved on to the playground, where as you can see there's some children playing on both sides of me. Some of the inherent risks here are falls, running and tripping, improper equipment. So as part of the park management, they will need adult supervision at all times, want to double check their equipment each day to make sure everything's properly functioning, as well as create a soft rubber ground, as we can see here, for children to land on should they fall. Also at Pullen Park, they offer paddle boats, as you can see behind me on the lake. Some of the inherent risks that come with paddle boating include potential drowning and accidents. To prevent this, the Pullen Park staff has a dock supervisor outside on the dock at all times. They provide life jackets, procedural advice for paddle boating, and overseeing the lake when people are actually paddle boating. As you can see right now, she's helping two people off the paddle boat and helping another two on. Also offered at Pullen Park are recreational shelters. These shelters can be used for family gatherings, large picnics, or any sort of meal. Some of the inherent risks that come with this is all the tables are made out of wood, so there's the potential for younger kids to pick up splinters. Additionally, normally in the summertime around the trash cans you get some bees and hornets. So to protect from this risk, the park needs to implement some sort of regular extermination system to prevent these nests from building. As seen in the last clip, the automated railroad crossing signs that come down when the train is nearing prevent pedestrians and any park guests from getting injured or hit by the train. This is a good management practice to mitigate risk on the behalf of Pullen Park. Additionally, the sign seen here that says no public entry, access by park staff only, helps even further prove the point that there should be no one in that area other than park staff. As you can see, that was the Pullen Park train that just passed us. As you can also see, they have a railroad crossing sign to prevent anybody from walking in front of the train. This may be the biggest issue as the park's train runs through all aspects of the park. Some of the other inherent risks include children sticking their arms out of the train while it's moving. To prevent this, they have signs on the train that say, "Please keep all hands and objects inside of the train while it's moving." I will now discuss policies and procedures either previously mentioned in the video or additional ones for Pullen Park to consider adding. Swinging on a swing set is done at the owner's own risk, and this goes for every public park. But for Pullen Park to mitigate any potential risk, they should ensure their equipment is up to date, properly functioning, and to make sure that the landing area is replenished with no dangers exposed. As we mentioned in the playground area, the biggest risks here are falls and trips by children who are either running too fast, horseplaying, or are not sure where they are. To prevent any potential injury, there should be adult supervision at all times, monitoring the children's play. In addition, to help reduce any potential injuries, the park should maintain proper and safe equipment that functions properly, as well as providing a soft landing underneath the play place should anybody fall down. The next area covered in the video was the paddle boats. The paddle boats are used out on the lake in the middle of Pullen Park. The biggest risks here include possible drowning if equipment is used improperly. To help ensure that the paddle boats are used properly, there is a deck supervisor who is out there at all times of the day supervising the lake, helping people get on and off the paddle boats, providing life jackets, as well as assisting them in how to operate the paddle boats in the most safe way. This helps mitigate any potential risk that the paddle boats may cause. The next area we focused on was the recreation shelters. As we mentioned in the video, the main risks associated with this include bees and hornets or anything that stings you, as well as the potential for picking up splinters on the wooden tables. The park cannot really do much about the wooden tables except maybe provide different materials to build new tables, but this would be a cost that they do not necessarily need to have. The next thing we focused on was the train. As we mentioned earlier, the automated railroad crossing signs that come down when it senses that the train is near prevents any injury from pedestrians walking through the sidewalk. Additionally, the injuries that could be accumulated on the train are mitigated by the fact that there are signs on the train that prevent people from sticking their arms or any other objects outside of the train. Lastly, another thing that the park could employ would be to provide safety belts and or netting around the train to prevent any sort of interference with the train ride itself. In conclusion, this video has shown some of the events, facilities, and services that Pullen Park has to offer. It has shown some of the policies that Pullen Park management has employed, as well as potential suggestions to help in the future. What is pictured in this screen is a bathroom checklist which shows employees taking turns coming in to make sure the bathroom is cleaned and nothing dangerous or risky is in the bathrooms, as well as proper maintenance and cleaning. Pullen Park does not require a waiver when doing any of the activities that they offer. So, this is one thing that the park could definitely do as an overall risk management technique to prevent and mitigate any potential risk incurred at their facility.